Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another EDC Gear review and unboxing. And today's gear is going to be yet another flashlight. I think I really should rename this channel the Texas Flashlight Vault. But it is really cool to get all these flashlights in for review from various companies just to get to see their quality and honestly handle them and see if they really compare to the big names on the market. And today's flashlight is from Wuben. And yeah, I have reviewed lights from them in the past, and in general, I have been pretty impressed. The model we have today is the L50, and I believe this is just kind of a standard light. It does not say it is a tactical flashlight, but I do believe it is pretty big. So it's supposed to be like a general purpose flashlight, probably for hunting, camping, hiking, or just general stuff around the house and taking a walk or that type of use. So we're going to unbox this, see what's inside, and see if it's a quality flashlight. So here we have the box for the Wuben L50. It says it has 1200 lumens, it's USB rechargeable, low power warning. It has some specs here on the back. It looks like it has a number of modes. We have high, medium, low, eco, and SOS. The output is 1200 on high, 400 on medium, 75 on low, eco is 5 lumens, and 200 on the SOS. The runtime is 1.5 hours on high, 2.5 on medium, 8.5 on low, and 143 on eco. And it says the beam distance is 200 meters. It is waterproof, up to 2 meters for 1 hour. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. It makes a lot of claims. I don't think I'm really going to test all of them. So we're just going to see what the product looks like and how it functions here in the garage. So let's open this thing up and see what we get. All right, so the light itself looks like it's going to be pretty big. Let's get all the other accessories out of here. We have a lanyard, USB charging cable, some O-rings, and the owner's manual. So let's get all that over to the side here. Let's open up this light and see what it's all about. All right, so we got this little sticker at the bottom. It says, please remove the battery insulation sheet before use. All right, let's go ahead and peel this off, and then we will do what it instructs us to do. Let's go ahead and unscrew this at the back. There's the protective layer, and let's tighten this back up. So before I even try to turn the light on, let's just take a look at it here and look at its quality. So just handling it, it feels pretty solid. Actually feels kind of heavy and robust. It's a very nice size. It's not very small, but it's not gigantic either. I think it's a very practical size for daily use around the house, maybe hiking. And I do like the fact it is a little bit longer. Sometimes with these general purpose lights, they can be a little bit short. I have larger hands, and so if I'm out walking or hiking, I like it to be a little bit longer. It's something that I can grab onto. All right, so it looks like we got a switch here on the back. The charging port is on the back. Everything else about it seems to be tight. The anodization looks pretty nice, and we do have a clip here. So let's go ahead and push this button and see what happens. All right, so that must be on high. That is, I'm going to assume low or firefly mode. And there's the SOS. So I'm going to kind of figure out how to go through these settings here. Every flashlight company is a little bit different. All right, so that's on high, and that's medium. So I guess it's the number of clicks. I really should read the instruction manuals, but I do these unboxings just kind of off the cuff. So I'll go ahead and read that, and I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camera here. We're going to see what this light looks like here in the garage and see how much light it actually puts out and maybe compare it to another light. All right, so here we are in the darkened garage. You're going to have to excuse my mess. I have a lot of projects going on right now, and I need to spend some time cleaning this place up. Well, I'm going to compare the Wuben L50 to the Odin Warrior 3. See if I can get that in focus there. Here is a light that a lot of people are familiar with. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light here, and let's see what the beam of this Wuben looks like. So here's going to be the Wuben L50. Going to turn it on, and I did figure out how to adjust the settings here. So you click it once to turn it on, and then you lightly depress it to go through the settings. So I believe it always goes to the turbo mode, but let me go ahead and adjust it So here we are in, I guess it is moonlight mode or the very low mode. Some people call it firefly mode. Pretty good. Then we're going to go to low, and that's actually pretty bright for a low setting. So far it looks like it has a pretty good centered hotspot, and the spill is not too wide, so it's a pretty directional light. Then that is medium, and there's my big mess there, so please forgive me for all of that. And then that is turbo mode, and that is actually pretty bright. I'm looking through the camera here, and it's actually not coming across as bright as it actually is. It has a very centered hotspot, and the spill is not very wide. So as I said, this is a pretty directional light. I do like it, and I gotta say that the camera here does not do it justice. It's not the brightest light I've ever seen, but I do like it for particular applications. Sometimes these regular flashlights can have too much spill on the side, and I like how it keeps the beam focused. So now let me compare it to the Warrior 3 from Olight. Let me go ahead and turn off the Wuben, and here is the Warrior 3, and it has a very centered hotspot. And let's go through these settings, and there is turbo. Okay, now I do have to say that the Olight Warrior 3 is a lot brighter than the Wuben. This thing is way different. So I do know that the Warrior 3 is a tactical flashlight, but it is about the same size. So it really doesn't compare. So maybe this is not as fair as a comparison as I could possibly make it. A tactical flashlight versus a general purpose, but that's the beam of the Warrior 3, and here again is the beam of the Wuben L50. So this is more of a general purpose light, and it is pretty directional. I do like that a lot. All right, so now you see what the beam does and how to go through the settings. Let me adjust the camera and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts with the Wuben L50 flashlight? Well, as I said, I think this is pretty much a general purpose flashlight. It seems to be well constructed and well built. It does have a feature that I don't like, and that has to do with the fact that you lightly push the button to go through the different settings. Now, I know some people are probably going to like that, and I have reviewed so many flashlights in the past that I have seen many different systems to go between the modes. And this one I find to be less intuitive. So if I just simply handed this light to somebody and said, hey, figure out how to get between the modes, I don't think they'd be able to do it. So it's not intuitive, and it's kind of weird to not have a click to go between those modes. So once again, if I push the light on or push the button, it's on, and then if I lightly push the button without clicking it is how I go through the different modes. And I can see where if this was a tactical flashlight, that is something I definitely would not want. And as a general purpose flashlight, it's not as big of a deal. It's just not as intuitive. And I don't know how this switch is going to hold up over time, because to push it lightly, it's very sensitive. Now, does that mean it's not going to hold up over time or it's bad? Absolutely not. I still think this is a very bright and very good flashlight. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, as I said, aesthetically, it looks pretty good. It's finished well, and it's pretty bright. It obviously functions. It can be recharged. It's pretty darn nice. So that's really my only complaint, and I think it's a small one. So on my star system, how would I rate the L50 from Wuben? Well, I'm going to have to say I give this a solid 4 out of 5 stars. I really wish it had a different mode activation and ability to switch between modes, but that's just my personal preference based off of other flashlights that I have used and personally own. But the quality seems to be there. It's bright, it works well, and it's attractive. So if you're looking for just kind of a basic home EDC light, maybe something to go camping with or to go on a walk with, or for just general purpose, well, definitely check out the Wuben L50. It seems to be a really nice flashlight. So I hope this video helps someone, especially if you're looking at Wuben products. And I'm going to put all of the information to where you can buy this light or check out more information on it from their website in the description below. So go over there, see what you think, and thank you, Wuben, for sending me this. And by the way, I'm always honest with every review. They sent me this for free, so you can decide, does it affect my opinion on the product or not? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.